Para.
Hello and welcome to Sacred Pause with your host, myself, Kelsey Keil. This is the podcast for anyone looking for a break, a quiet moment to just be, without any other obligations other than to get grounded, get in your heart, get out of your head, and to be still in whatever it is you're struggling with and desperately wanting to heal. Oftentimes, all we need in order to feel at peace is a sacred pause. Are you feeling overwhelmed with fear? Are you craving more love and connection, but your fears keep getting in the way? If your fears are guiding your life and you're ready to take back control, this is the episode for you. Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well and enjoying life as much as humanly possible, because it could be gone in 1 second. Literally, and not just yours, but someone you love, an animal you love, could be gone in just 1 second. So love these people, love these animals, and yourself like your life depends on it, because it does. That's actually a book that I really want to read, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It, and I just added because it does, because it really does. The more you love yourself, the better your life will be, the more fun, the more enjoyable your life will be, 100,000%. So why not try just focusing on treating yourself with love and respect and with kindness? Nothing else, just that. I'm digressing just a tad because I could talk about self-love for days because I know it will heal the world. And that's why I deemed myself a self-love coach. And I'm taking on new clients. So if this is an area you'd like to level up, DM me on Instagram at Kelsey W. Keil or email me. My email is kelseywkeil@gmail.com. I'll add all that to the show notes for you as well. I would love to hear from you. So back to books. One book I highly recommend to anyone that will listen is The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. It's one of those books that you want to read multiple times just to get a refresher. And Paige gifted me an Untethered Soul calendar for Christmas. So every day, every morning, there's an amazing, inspiring quote that I start my day with. And today's was nothing short of that. And I'd love to share that quote today with you. Do you want to be happy? You have to give an unconditional answer. Unconditional happiness is the highest technique there is. You don't have to learn Sanskrit or read any scriptures. You don't have to renounce the world. You just have to really mean it when you say that you choose to be happy. This resonates with me so much for so many reasons. One being because of the struggles I've been moving through these past few weeks. I've struggled with OCD, anxiety for as long as I can remember, and I have a couple of great episodes about that exactly, episode 1 and 5, where I talk way more in depth. So definitely go back and check those out if these topics resonate with you or if you struggle with them like I do. So we recently added to the family. We adopted a kitty, and she is actually our first cat, Aura's sister, and we named her Kia. So together they are Kia Ora, which is a popular Maori greeting in New Zealand used to wish someone life, health, and vitality. My mom is from New Zealand, so she is literally obsessed with them and their names. They are so perfect and so cute. I love them so much, which brings me exactly to my point. Something that deeply triggers my fears, then my OCD, and then my anxiety is love, being in love. Let me explain. Have you ever held your child or hugged your boyfriend or girlfriend and had the thought or thought and feeling, wow, I love this person so much. And then immediately after, you have the thought, but what if they leave me? Or what if something happens to them? And then that feeling of love immediately retracts and turns into debilitating fear. Yeah, that's what I mean when I say love can trigger my OCD. And then once that happens, my mind just runs wild with very, very, very scary scenarios of, in this case, for me, of Kia no longer being in my life. So it's very interesting to think about because before we adopted Kia, I was all good and balanced with the current love in my household. But then we added a new kitty and all of a sudden I'm so in love with her that it hurts. So in a way, I got a blessing, Kia, and a lesson, which I find to be one of the biggest, most important lessons. A lesson I actually thought I conquered, but this is the universe's way of gently telling me, nope, not quite, try again. So what the hell is the answer of avoiding this debilitating in-love fear, not sure what else to call that, from ever happening again to restrict the amount of love you let in? Well, this option might seem easier, quote unquote, short term, but if you're listening to this podcast, I don't think you're looking for the easy, unloving route. I think you are not just looking for, but needing the option that will give you the best life you could possibly have. And for that, the option, the door I believe everyone should take is the one with the most love, the most joy, the most fun, and the most freedom, whatever that looks like to you. Does this option come with some fears and worries? Yes, it does, but so does the first option. So why wouldn't you choose the option you really want? The choice to not adopt a dog because you know that one day you'll have to say goodbye, or to not become official with the girl you've been casually dating for years because relationships are hard, or you're afraid to get hurt again, or afraid to have the baby you've always wanted because you know you will love them more than life itself. If you aren't following your heart and going all in on these beautiful life-changing actions because of fear, doesn't even matter what the fear is. If these fears are holding you back, please, for you, for everyone in your life, for the whole world, let those fears be there for as long as they need to be, but don't let them guide your life. You will regret it if you wait too long. You will regret it for the rest of your life. Listen to your gut, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. These will guide you to exactly where you need to be. Will it be hard sometimes? Yes, of course, but it won't be hard all the time like it is when you let your fears run the show. I've gone all in on both of these scenarios, and I promise you there is a lot more fear and worry in the option that doesn't always choose love. A lot more fear. It actually is all driven by fear, so of course there will be fear all up in it as well. But when you choose love, that's driven by love as well. So there's love all up in it and around it, hidden with fears here and there. But the love, the light will push it out, and that's how you know you're still growing. And as long as you're still learning and still growing, the fears that do come up can only live so long in a life full of love. As long as you are growing and learning, you are going to need to continue to let go more and more so you can overcome more and more. So next time you find yourself loving so hard it hurts, recognize it and let it go. Love only hurts when we allow our fears to stop the love from flowing and are replacing it with very scary made-up scenario fears. Not helpful at all. So be very aware of when you are doing this and stop it immediately. If it's taking your joy away, get rid of it. You don't need it. Don't fear love. There's nothing to fear there. None of this is permanent. Nothing. Not your animals, not your partner, not your family, not your house. It's all just temporary. To enjoy. This is truly all of our temporary homes. And while it can be terrifying, it can also be liberating. Sometimes both, but it is the truth. So gently bringing this into your awareness when fears come up and use it to let go of these fears so we can be present and be happy. The faster we can come to terms with this and just choose to be happy no matter what, the happier, more joyful, and more full of love this short life of ours will be. We all know, or at least have an idea of how amazing love feels. So anything not supporting that feeling, let it go. And that's just on a personal level. When we think even bigger, the difference we make in the world when we choose love and happiness unconditionally is astronomical to the actual planet and everything on it, everyone on it. And I've actually never thought of this before, but I'm always saying we can't take anything with us, so don't get attached because it really helps me with my OCD. But now what I believe is that there is actually one thing we can all take with us when we pass, and that's love. So the more love we create and the more love we give and receive in our daily lives, the more love we can take with us when we're gone. So focus on love. That's it. It's the most important thing we could ever do. And it's the only real thing out there. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode. I love and appreciate you more than you know. If you think this episode could help a friend or family member, please share it with them. I need all the help I can get to spread this message of love, peace, and healing to this big, beautiful world. And if you're really enjoying listening to this podcast, please leave me a rating and review. It helps me out so much. And if you want some more of my content before my next episode, follow me on Instagram at Kelsey W. Keil for daily love and inspiration. So grateful for you. Talk to you soon.